this video, I'll show you how to add a user into the environment and make sure that the user which you add within the environment is all configured correctly and it syncs with the Azure Active Directory. Now, just to give an example, uh, I will first show you what my M365 Admin Center contains. So M365 Admin Center is the administration portal for configuring Microsoft 365 related settings. Now here I will show you the set of users which I have within the environment. So these are like subscription users: Adele, Alex, Diego, myself, Grady, Henrietta, uh, Isa, Johanna, all those users, right? Now we have Ligu as well, right? So Ligu has a Power Apps for Developer license. It has got M365 E5 developer license. Now, if I go into a specific environment, say, let me see if I can give you an example of prod environment. So in the prod environment, if I go into users, now you can see that there are only two users within the environment. Now, if I want to add a user, first thing what you need to do is like you need to add the user in M365 Admin Center or your Azure portal, assign a correct license. So that's the requirement. Once you do that, you click on add user and you will add the user's league over here. Click on add. And we will add one more user, Johnny Sherman. So I'm adding Ligu, and then maybe let me give some security roles. And Ligu has been assigned a security role over here. And I'll click on refresh, and I can see Ligu has been added within the system. And I can go ahead and add all the individual users. Now, what if I want to add a user? So if you see here, it says enabled in Microsoft Enter ID, has an active license, and is a member of the environment security group. Now, if I create a group within Microsoft 365 Admin Center, I can add multiple users within the group, and then there is a way through which we can add those users within the system. So I've added Ligu as an individual user. Now I'll just cancel this off. I'll go to settings and I will go into say teams. Now you can see a whole bunch of teams over here. So I can add a security group. I can add an office group. So if I go into teams and groups over here, let me create a group or like add a Microsoft 365 group, and I will call this as June group. I will assign myself as the owner, and I will add members. So we have already added Lee, but let's add Diego, let's add Grady, and let's add Henrietta. Add, click on next, and I can call this as June, create a team, create a group, and I have created this Microsoft 365 group which has three members and one owner. Now, if I go into M3 Power Platform Admin Center, I have an option to create a team. So I'll create a team and I'll call this as same June PP team or Power Platform team. I can specify the default business unit, what we have, and I can be an admin. And here I need to specify the team type. So I can select Microsoft 365 Enter ID Office Group and the group name which I have just created, June Group, members and guest. Click on next. Now what I'm doing essentially is like I'm adding the team and I can give the same security role what I have given to Lee. Now I have added individually Lee. So if I go to users, you can see that I have added individually Lee. But I have also connected in the teams June PP team, and June PP team has three members in it. So if I go to June PP team, that team is linked to Microsoft 365 group. Now Microsoft 365 group has three different set of users, and those users will take part in all those interaction with Power Platform. Now, as you see over here, I cannot see the team members within that specific team. This is Power Platform. But if I go to M365 Admin Center and go to the team which I have created, June group, you should be able to see the members within the June group. So membership, owner is Girish and member is three people. Now, how do we add those people in Power Platform? We have already linked it, but how do those people get access? Okay. Now, those people can currently log into the system. They can log into the system and it's everything is good for them. But the problem is they don't appear in this list. They will only appear once they will log in for the first time. Okay, so once they log in for the first time, their entry will come over here, and then so on and so forth. But what before we even set up the system, we want that user to appear over here without doing anything, because I am performing some operation within my custom model driven app which has an interaction with this user table, and I want those users to be available right from the start. So if you have that scenario, what you can do is there are multiple ways to do that, but let's go into Power Automate. Now make sure the environment which you are selecting is Girish Prod. So once you open Microsoft Power Automate, make sure that you select the right environment. So I'll select the right environment, Girish Prod. And you can create your own solution, but in this case, I will just go into say my flows, and I'll go ahead and create my flow, a simple flow. Now that simple flow, it's not dependent on any trigger. I'll call it as instant cloud flow, and I will say sync user, manually trigger a flow, create flow. Now let's go into the Microsoft 365 group and we'll see this user, say Diego. Okay, so let's see Diego as a user. So if I click on Diego, I can see the user details ID, this one. This is important to note. So this is for Diego. And similarly, we go for other users, I can copy the corresponding ID. Now this is just like a proof of concept. Now you can iterate through an Excel doc, you can iterate through an export, you can do a whole bunch of things, but I'm just showing you this concept. Now, once you manually trigger a user, if I click on, say, let me click on, say, let me add a compose, and this is just to explain what it is. So this is about synchronizing users. Now here, if I just type in sync users, and if you scroll down, you should see related to synchronization settings. So if you see, there is something called as Power Platform for Admin for sync user. Now if I click on for sync for user, and let me make it bigger, and here it will say which environment. Yes, prod environment. Body slash object ID is required, and API version. So press slash to insert dynamic content, and here I can type in the content, the dynamic content over here. But for time being, I will just paste the ID and I will click on save. So we are synchronizing one of the user, Diego. Now let me duplicate this tab, and in one of the tab I will show you the groups which we have created. So June group, and the members are Diego, Grady, and Henrietta. So we have just taken the context of Diego. We've gone into the flow, and here in the Power Platform Admin Center, if I refresh, I can only see the user which I've manually added and the user which were already present. But I have already added a team, but the team's users are not available. Now, why these team's users are not available? Because they need to at least log in for the first time for that information to appear. But here I have written a simple flow which will allow me to synchronize the user from Azure AD or M365 Admin Center in this case to the Power Platform environment. Click on Done. Now it looks like the flow has been triggered correctly. So for sync users, I've just passed the GUID of the user, and the output it has given is all this. Now let's go into Power Platform Admin Center. Let me refresh, and now as you see, Diego appears over here. So with this simple proof of concept, what we have done is it's a simple process. What it needs a GUID, which will allow the system to force sync a user. Now GUID is for the user. Now what? So let's do one more round. Let's go into Grady. So let's go to Grady and check her ID. So if I go into Grady's ID, so this is Grady's ID, copy this, go into your Power Automate flow, force sync users, click on edit for your flow, and replace this with the ID of the unique identifier of that user which you want to synchronize. So in this case, it is Grady. Now currently Grady doesn't appear over here, but the moment we run the flow and the flow is successful, then I should be able to see Grady as well. And now as you see, Grady appears over here. So in the group there are three people, so it is simple. We can go ahead and add individual users or iterate through a loop and then get the things done. But what if your Azure Active Directory has a 150 or maybe 15,000 users in a group and you want to synchronize that? With the manual approach, it is not possible. So what you may need to do is, like, you may need to take you need to prepare an Excel or any CSV document, pass that CSV document to the Power Automate flow, and then that will synchronize the user. Now, remember, this is not a sequential operation. You can run parallel branches. So depending on, like, if you want to execute in batch, you can go ahead and do that. Now, what I'll do in my next video, I will actually show you by creating a group with say 10 users, extracting that user details, and then running the same flow to synchronize the user. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically add the users within the Power Platform environment. If the user is added manually by using plus add user, that user will appear immediately. But if you add the user from a team's perspective, it won't appear immediately, and then you have to uh, make use of some third party system like say Power Automate flow to synchronize the users. Until and unless that user logs in for the first time, those username will not appear over here. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.